Hello everyone, we are live apparently. Okay, so today we'll be preparing for the DOTS game jam. Let me just remove the monitoring. Okay. So we'll be preparing for the DOTS game jam that's starting in 22 hours and 58 minutes. What I'll do is just create a blank Unity project with all the package necessary for using DOTS and setting up the GitHub repository for it. Hey, the chat is working. Yoo-hoo! I was not sure. I didn't manage to make it work in non-registered stream, but it's working. So if you type in chat, you should see it also on screen. Don't hesitate to say hello. Let me know if there is someone or if I'm speaking alone. But either way, and let me know if the screen is too small, if I need to zoom in into some stuff. So I will start, like I said, so the DOTS game jam will start tomorrow at 10 p.m. I don't remember which, so it's 8 p.m. UTC, I believe. And yeah, we'll get the team tomorrow during Turbo's live stream. So I will be watching that to know which team we should make. And it will be a solo game solo game jam using Unity dots and any free asset we can get, including frameworks such as Turtles and Latios framework. I'm not sure if I will use either of them. What I know is that I will use some of the code I've developed for the tutorial I've done on YouTube. Mainly the code for the hybrid approach, because I will need to use animation, stuff like that, I think. So I will reuse that code and I will probably set it up today. So let's get started. I'm using Unity Hub 3.8. I've installed the latest version of Unity 6 Preview, so 6.0.9f1, and I will create a new URP project. 3D. Let me put that full screen. Let's call it .cham1 in Git. For one game, I won't connect to Unity Cloud. And let's get started. And I made the mistake of not starting it with the proper version. Quit. Let's do it again. And he created it, so use Unity 6000 0.9. Yes. And we'll need to import all the dots related package. So the simplest way to do it is to import the com.unity.graphics package that will get all the main dependencies, and also to include dots physics. So let it start up. I need to tweak the text because the chat text is not showing properly. So So while it's preparing the project, I will try to fix that so that the text is more readable. Text setting. Okay. Yes, updating the material for universal render pipeline. Let's save the text. And is that better? Text disappeared, so it's not better. Did I break the chat? Okay, so I apparently broke the chat, so it won't display on screen. Never mind. No, it's there. It's just, there is just a small delay. So yes, I want to open the package manager. Actually, I don't need all of this. Work. I don't know if streaming is OBS while doing game jam will slow down Unity, but it's taking its time. Okay. This one will actually remove. So my plan for the game jam is to, once I will know the team tomorrow, is to come up with an ID. Maybe I'll use a bit of ChatGPT to get some inspiration. And I will then work on a quick prototype, setting up mainly, I think, the scenes menu and the game scene. And then I will see what I can do as a game quick prototype using as much dots as possible. The hybrid approach, of course. Hey, hello, Adamondi Matia. It will be a big exercise for me to read the names of the chat. So forgive me if I mispronounce any names. How are you? And there is a small delay between the chat and the stream, so forgive me if I don't see the chat right away. And yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to do as much dots as possible, depending on the theme of the game jam. I'll see if I can use Turtle's framework. I think Latio's framework will be a bit too advanced for me, or if I just don't use any framework, I will just do pure dots. Maybe it's what will be most useful for you guys also. Yeah, I have plenty of tutorials. I have a full tutorial series on YouTube. I assume you know about it. But yeah, you can get a quick refresher for tomorrow. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to drop by and ask either in stream or in the Discord channel. Actually, I need to add the link. Thanks. And yeah, I need to add the link for the Discord channel. I will do it, add it to the description a bit later. Where are we at? Okay, so we have removed the useless package. So let's import from .unity.graphics, and I'm doing this from the top of my head, so I hope it's the correct one. And no, it's not the correct one. Package, and let's come Unity entities graphics. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, it's been a lot of work to do this this tutorial series, especially in a way that builds on top for each episode. So it's not necessarily the best way to do each feature, but it's I think the best way to progressively include new tools so that you can grow your skill. So glad you enjoyed the course. So we'll add the graphics package. We also need to change the editor to the runtime mode, and the forward renderer also I think needs to be changed. There should be a warning, I think, except if it changed in Unity 6. So we have graphics. I don't think we have physics. No, so we'll need to add the physics package. And let me just pick the name so that I don't have to remember it. I'm not a great asset creator, let's say. So if it's something like 3D or stuff like that, so I will probably use Kenny assets, and there is a few other ones. So I'll see what assets I feel are the best. I will try not to use any paid asset or assets from the asset store, so that I can share the full code, because I know it's kind of a pain to have to re-import everything. Oh, for Unreal ECS plugin. I will have to check it out, so to see how they do it. Yeah, yes, that's when you start to make a video, you realize how much work it is. But it's also a good exercise to learn yourself, because you don't want to publish misconception or misinformation. So you really need to deep dive into learning what you do, and also explaining something and understanding something is very linked, because when you try to explain something, you need to really carefully think about how you explain it, and you then understand better what and remember better what you explain. And actually, I'm seeing that it's 1.2, so I would have liked to check out the 1.3 version. Entities. Do I need to change the settings to get the preview package? It's not a preview package. It's an experimental package. Ah, okay. So should I use 1.3 experimental or stick with 1.2.3? I think I will use the 1.3. Where did they put the option to get experimental package? Enable pre-release. Understand. Okay. Close. And I should be able to see experimental package now. Okay, you know what? Let's do it again. So graphics, common attack, and let's specify the version 1.3. I need to put everything. .3 exp.1. Yes. Okay. So Unreal Engine doesn't have threading support. Isn't it the stuff called math? I'm surprised they don't have multi-threading support. I guess it's already a lot of performance improvement if you have the correct memory layout and yeah, better. Mass entities. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you manage to produce your series, I will look forward to it. Yeah. I have zero experience with Unreal Engine actually. I started using Unity 8 years ago, approximately. So before Entities was first released. I didn't go very far. I did manage to participate in a small game jam, but I gave it like a few hours, so it didn't produce something very interesting. And when they announced dots, I figured instead of learning the old way, I will just go with the new tech. And yeah, I followed the entities from the beginning, so it's helped me a lot to have time to understand how you need to think about stuff in data-oriented design. And I think yeah, physics has the same thing. So 1.3 0-exp.1, so we'll get the latest package. Yeah, jobs is amazing to not have race conditions. It's a bit bothering sometimes because you get assertion exception, so exception from collection package, and it's kind of hard to understand why, and you really need to think about. So it prevents you from having real issues, let's say, but sometimes it's still hard to figure out the proper way to do it. So yeah, Unity Jobs is doing a great job at saving you. One thing I've been working on and that is bothering me a bit is the unification of physics. So having the ability to do a query on both game object physics and ECS physics. And it's actually possible if you don't want to have a burst compile job running on multi-threaded. But if you want to do it, it's getting much more complicated, especially since the game object API for the physics are not allowed to run anywhere else but the main thread. So it's a headache to work around. But that allowed me to learn about function pointers, so I will probably have a video material for that. And we have physics, entities, graphics, the burst package. I don't know if it's the latest, but if it's refreshing every time I exit the screen by mistake, I will lose a lot of time to that. Okay, so let's assume it's the latest version. Settings, I will keep the settings here. I think we need to have forward plus, but I don't see the warning, so I'm not sure we need it now. Let's put it to forward plus just to be safe. Performant renderer, put all of them. So that's good. Are we alone? I don't think, yeah. For viewers, apparently, so feel free to say hi. I won't bite. And okay, so that's done. Tutorial info, I don't need it, and it will refresh screen again, I think. Okay, so tutorial info, all of that I don't need, so let's get rid of that. There is a warning here. Disable the compatibility mode in edit project settings graphics render graph. Okay, why not? Edit project settings graphics render graph. That render graph. Where is it? Render graph, yeah. Unity no longer develops or improves the rendering path that does not use render graphs API. Use the render graph API when developing new graphics features. Okay. Let's just remove that to not have to deal with the warning. And let's continue the cleanup. Resources, don't care about that. I don't know what that is. Scenes, we have a sample scene with nothing in it. That's good. Let's leave it like that. I also want to bring in a few assets. One is asset, my assets, asset inventory, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, asset inventory too. Why do I need to download it? I think my network drive is not set here. So this one, asset inventory 2, is an asset that allows you to index all of your assets. Oh, crap. I've put all of my assets in network drive and it's not connecting, so I will have to figure that out by tomorrow. And it won't download it because the network drive is not connected. Yeah, my NAS is not connected. Ah, sorry. Have a good night. See you tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, it's not working. I'll need to figure that out. So that means I can't get any assets from the asset store until that is fixed. That's gonna be an issue. Okay, never mind. We'll stay like that and we'll set up the Git repository. So actually, let's create Git new repository. That's jam1 find local path. It should be under Git and just jam1 git ignore MIT license. Let's put MIT. Create repository. Let's check it. Jam1. It put it under the wrong folder. Created a subfolder .jam1, which I don't want. So I need to relocate it. Okay. And I can publish that part already. Let's put it public so you can download it if you want. Okay. Initial commit. Push. And let's check it. Yes, it's there. We have our package physics, the latest version, so that's fine. Okay. I still need to change the runtime settings. think it's project settings, if I remember. Graphics, no. Entities, no. Was it in preferences? I always confuse the two between preferences and project settings. Runtime data, it's set by default, so that's good. We don't have to set it again. The external tool is Visual Studio. Let's create an Explorer. Why is it freezing every time I exit the editor into another window? That's error, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna behavior script just to check that it's configured correctly for Visual Studio. Okay, that should be big enough for you guys to see it. And I will put the folder structure in place also, because I like to split. For a game jam, it's not necessarily the best practice because you want to be quick, you don't have much time, but I will still want to split my authoring component from my actual component from my system and so on. So I will just put in place the folder structure. And I will also import my code from the tutorial series to get the hybrid systems to allow the association between entities and game object. Create a folder authoring, create folder runtime, create folder. I don't think I will have any editor script during the game jam, but let's still create it. As part of the runtime, I want components and I want systems. Actually, let's make also another folder for hybrid. And in there, I will put the actual system for the hybrid approach. So let's get them directly. Many stuff open. Tac. From my GitHub, so you can get that also. github.com/one-games. And actually, I will need to update that. If you go to the dots training repository, what you want is actually the 7th folder, but I will download everything. And as part of the 7th folder, we have basically the same folder structure. So unzip everything, and I will take all of that and actually paste it here. I need to see it in the Explorer, so git .jam1 assets, and if I paste everything here, trois fichiers, yes. Yeah, let's replace everything. I replace the scenes also. So maybe that was a mistake, but start from scratch anyway, so doesn't matter. And I will get a lot of error because the scene and some of the assets are not present because they were from the asset store. Yeah, of course. So prefabs, I want to remove them. Mono behavior, these two I want to keep them, and actually I should put them into hybrid. System, same thing. Or the debug system, I don't need it, but I do need all other systems. So this one basically will create the game object at runtime from the prefab. So whenever there is an entity with a game object component, will create the game object. This one will take care of keeping in sync the position of the game object with the position of the entity. So I need to move the entity, not the game object, because the game object will not sync its position to the entity. And the last one is to clean up. So whenever entity is destroyed, I need to destroy the game object that goes with it. And that's been explained in details as part of the Dots Masterclass 3 Masterclass series on my YouTube channel. So go check it out if you're interested. And let's put everything into hybrid also. So I can get rid of this folder, clean things up. Settings is the setting. The scenes, I don't need the two animate scenes. The sample scene is still there, that's good. Resources, again, why? Remove the resources, I don't need that. Components, I don't need this one. I do need those two components. I will shove them into hybrid also. And the authoring, this one is not needed. And this one could go to hybrid also. So there are too many folders here. So remove the authoring, remove the components, this one. Let's keep prefab, resources, editor. Let's leave it like that, but I won't get any editor. Actually, speaking of editor, I could probably import Naughty attributes. Unity, no. Naughty attributes. One, no, not from the asset store, I won't get it. Sorry. There should be an open UPM. Edge. Yes. So this one is kind of a light version of the Odin Inspector. And manual installation, I need to copy that into my package. We can go to the folder in the package manifest. So it's a package that gives you some attributes to place on fields in your scriptable object and so on. And it gives you some validation like min, max values, enums, layers, physics layer, tags. It allows you to have, if you have a scriptable object, to expand it so that you don't have to click on the scriptable object, open the scriptable object in the inspector, modify it, find back your actual game object, and so on. So it's a useful dependency to have if you don't have the Odin inspector, or if you don't want to use the Odin inspector. And here I'm getting from OpenUPM. So OpenUPM is a package repository that is open source, free. So you need to add it as scoped registries in your package, JSON package document. And then you can reference, like any other module, the package that you have in OpenUPM. Did I save it? Better to save it, yes. And I go back to Unity. He will freak out because there is a new scope package, scope repository. I really need to fix. Why is it not happy? Invalid JSON. Oh yeah, position 2193. Yeah, okay. Let's go to the package manager preferences. And it's not in the preferences, project settings, and the scope registry is not there. Name package OpenUPM. Oh, that will be very painful. I missed something here. We have dependencies. Ah, there is a. Don't need these, I think. It's directly scope repository and dependencies. Let's save it again and try it again and forget about this. Yeah, it's importing assets now. Because when I copied it from what's it? From here, so yeah, dependencies and scope registries are at the same level, so that's why I had the error. New scope registry, yeah, I know. So now it's there, that's okay. And close this. Can I? Okay. Yeah. Yay, yippee. Okay, so Unity crashed. Let's start it again. Joy of preview versions and experimental package. I think I will close this tab. Maybe it's this one that wants to refresh all the package and it's not working since my network drive is not working. Okay. So now I have the Naughty attributes. I have the physics package, entities package, graphics package, burst collection, everything that needs to be set up is set up. The repository is created in GitHub. I got my hybrid, so setup packages, set, commit that. even if you're working solo, it's always good practice to have some kind of version control to keep a milestone that works, because I had the case many times where I managed to make something work finally after a few hours of work, and kept going and broke everything and couldn't revert back to a stage where it was working. So it's very painful to have to figure out things again. And yeah, I think we have everything set up. All I need to do is to figure out why my network drive is not working, but I will take that off stream. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Should I try to make a quick scene with just a cube and build to make sure that I can build? Let's try to do that. Let's make a new entities subscene. Oh. In there, let's create a if an empty object empty. This one will be the hybrid. What's the name of the component? Game object companion authoring. Game object companion authoring. I need a prefab, so let's create a 3D cube. Simple. Turn that into a prefab. Remove it. And that will be my prefab. So if I start play, there is a cube. Marvelous. And the entities hierarchy, lock it there. I do have my game object, So this is my entities, and this is the game object that I spawned at runtime to represent my entity. So that will be the simulation part, and this one will be the legal representation where I can use animation, audio, and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm cheating a bit. I'm hello Turbo, hello Johnny, and I'm cheating a bit. I'm getting ready to start as soon as you give away the team. So I'm making things ready. Because I would hate to lose time on figuring out why I can't build or why it's not set up properly, especially since I'm using all the latest versions. So I don't want to hit any bugs, because I won't have a lot of time to allocate to that. Yeah, thanks. It's a stream, and it will be available on my channel, so everyone can see I cheated. But the good news is everyone else can also cheat, because they can just download the repository and have the same thing as I have. So yeah, and last thing to do. Oh yeah, okay, already a leak detected. I didn't get anything. Let's just make sure it's not my system that I've put. They moved it. Preference job. Okay, so it's moved. No, not project setting. Preferences. Jobs with a stack trace. Stop. Play again. Let's see if we have the leak. still. Yes. But not much more explanation. Okay, so we have a leak. I will ignore that for now. What I want to do is look at the new build profile window because I didn't use it yet in Unity 6. And we have this one, the scene. I should not have to put the subscene because it's referenced as a game object or a subscene monobehavior. So that should be okay. Let's make a development build actually so that there's an error. We can see it. Ah, I forgot I want to check if it's EL2CPP. Again, I'm always confusing where it's put. I think it's in the player and the player is not there. Player and yeah, mono. I want EL2CPP. Released faster runtime, smaller builds. And I think that's it. And let's get building, build profile, Windows. Yeah, I don't think we can do web. Still not supported. Let's create a new folder for build. Yeah, he wants me to create it. So, yeah, builds. And we will see if that builds and displays a cube. If that's the case, I think we'll be done for tonight. If you have any questions, now is the time. I can try to answer. If you have any question regarding dots or game dev in general, let's say. Or is anyone going to Unite in September? Apart from Johnny, of course, because he will be speaking. Doesn't seem to get anything. Not sure if you're speaking. Ah, I thought you had a session. Okay. Looking forward to meet you anyways. This will be my first networking event, let's say, so I hope I will meet a lot of people. Red Monkey also will be there. You go. That's something I will have to practice, remembering all the names, because I'm very bad at it. I'm looking forward to it. I just booked the hotel. Unfortunately, it was full. The one just next to the conference hall was full, so I'm a bit further, but it'll be okay. Still compiling, so apparently no error for now. That's good news. Do you think you'll be able to announce the team in time tomorrow, or because you want to announce it during the Outpass show, which is a great show, but a bit of a long show, always taking a few hours. Yeah, an IL2CPP build. And it's working, except it's in full screen and I don't know how to move it. And I closed it or it crashed. Let's do it again, but I need to change the settings. We can start right away while listening to you for the rest of the show. Again and again, I'm mistaken. It's not in preferences, it's in project settings. Resolution, full screen window, windowed. Let's make a small window. And build and run again. Hello, Pro 100 Elite. Yeah. You've been covering a lot of heavy topic, let's say. Ah, now it's not working anymore. Access refused, but you just built it. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Let's delete it. Builds. Okay. No more build. And I lost the build settings. Yeah. Build profiles. Build. Into builds. Why? So that's why I'm cheating. No, not all elements need to be ECS. All elements can't be ECS because, like you said, there are stuff that are not covered by ECS. So you'll need to use still game objects for inputs, for animation, for except if you want to look at Latios framework because he has animation part. He actually has a custom transform, custom physics, custom audio, and custom animation. So with Latios framework, you should be able to do it full dots. But why? That's a mystery for me. The access is refused, but you just built it a few seconds ago. Huh? Okay, I can't even create a new folder. Okay, sorry. I'm too impatient. Let's make leads folder and let's try again. Profiles, build and run, builds. Yay! It's not even an error for ECS, it's just not building. Access denied to a folder that you've just created. And I should have full access to it, so Let's restart Unity. We'll see. In doubt, reboot. So where are you from, everyone? Because getting late where I am. We are at midnight, but I don't know where you're from. If it's getting late, early. Let's build again right away, see if it doesn't complain anymore. Okay. It's not failing as fast as before. Hopefully that's a good sign. Yeah. I will try also, because I know that some people are allergic to my accent, so I will also try to add subtitle to it. Yes. So, okay. Didn't change anything to the access right, but now you have right to build it, so it's good. Hey, William. Thanks for the support. Yeah, overall, thanks to all Coffee supporters. And it failed again. Yeah, thanks for the donation on Coffee. It gives a lot of encouragement for me to continue this. But like we've discussed earlier in the chat, it's a lot of work to actually do these kinds of video. So a stream is much less effort, let's say. And why? Does it still have? Does it still have something running in that folder that won't let me? I just created again the folder, so it's not that. Let's see what did it do. Builds. Okay, I just have the Unity crash handler. I don't have the actual game. Is it complaining because I changed the setup for the player? I'm not sure. The first time it's doing this to me. Let's make clean build, and we'll see after it builds if I can run it. Not complaining. Okay, let's wait a few minutes. Let's see if it's building, but it was running earlier. Just on another screen, I could not change it. And no, it's failing again. Access denied. let's do something we should not do. Granting full control to everyone. So stop puzzling me and build the game. Planning to release any game on Steam? Yeah, maybe at some point, but that's I think even more work than doing video. So we'll see. Maybe the result of the game jam will be something worth continuing to a Steam game. Okay, you're kidding me now. Clean build is not working. I granted full access to everyone. And it's still saying that the access is denied. Copying the file. Are my power toys up or not? Okay. And is there a... no, where is the locksmith? Why locksmith activate? So nothing is using this, so it should not forbid the access to it. Import the assets? Maybe. But I restarted the editor, so... let's re-import everything, but... there's actually plenty of games that are already using ECS and dots. There's a whole section in the Unity forum. And maybe find it while it's restarting. That lists the games that are using ECS. And this one. I think it's this one that lists all kinds of games that use ECS. So yeah, you can definitely make a game that use ECS. Just making a game is a lot of work. And if you are doing, let's say, a very small game, maybe there is no point in using ECS. Depends on the game. You can still have a small scoped game that uses tons of enemies or tons of entities that can use ECS. So everything is re-imported. There is no error, no warning. Still have a unknown leak, but build profiles. It's a development build. Make a clean build in builds. Try it again. It seems to be failing at the very end of the build also, because the last error was just to actually create the exe file. No, failing again. I think the previous build crashed or something. And let me close the editor and see if there is any Unity stuff remaining. What's the hub? There. No? There shouldn't be anything. No way there is 7 process for the hub. No. Close the hub again. Close this one. Close GitHub also. And copy, we don't care. Just in doubt, let's close everything and start again. I think the only next step I can take is to actually restart the computer to make sure that the access is freed, but that will put an end to the stream. So let's make this last attempt, and if it's not working, I think I will end the stream for today, restart the computer and try again. And I will also try to fix my network drive connection. So again, in build, in the builds folder, which is not empty, so let's empty it first also. Oops. That's jam1 builds. Okay, so that's empty. Select one and we'll see. I feel like every time I try to build it, it's doing something different. I know it's not because of IL2CPP, because I'm always building with that. Built correctly before. No, failed again. Okay. Okay, I think that's it for today. I can't build it, so I will try to restart the computer to build it. Hopefully that will fix this. There hasn't been any change in the Git. There is a change because it's the scene to game object. Actually been plenty of change, but I don't think that plays a role in the build process. There is a scene dependency cache. Should I refresh the cache? I think it's preferences, entities, your cache. Okay. Yeah, see you, Johnny. Yeah, I don't know if it's project specific, but something messed up because I just made a build and it was working. So let's remove all the global entity dependency cache. Play the game again. Ah, no, I didn't try to delete the library folder. Yeah, apparently we have untop limit, so okay. Stop that one. Should I try to delete the library folder and reopen the project? So let's close it. Go to the girl folder. That's jam1 library scratch. Approach. Maybe I should have left the root folder, but I think Unity builds it back again. I think so too, but we never know. That's gone. Let's start again. And that is why developing a game takes time. You need to restart Unity, you need to clear the folders, you need to rebuild, you need to fix the errors. So if anyone you know tells you it's easy to make a game, just point it to my stream and you will see all the struggle you have to go through. Immutable package. Okay, Unity stuff is throwing error. Scene, sample scene. This one still has my game object. It's still playing. Yes. Still have the leak somewhere. And if I'm building again, build profiles, build again, it's not empty. I think the clean build basically just deletes the content before, but let's do it also. I already deleted them, so can't find them. Build, select file, and let's go. So we've deleted the library folder, we've cleared the entity cache, we restarted the editor. We granted full control, full access to everyone on the folder. Yeah, it's an empty project, so. That's why it's also good news that they are working on the multiplayer play mode. Because that way you don't have to build again the project to check it against the client and the server and so on. So I've used it a bit and it's a good work. I still need a lot of improvements, of course. It's a bit buggy when it comes to burst and refreshing the content when you do an edit. I would have loved to also use the out reload asset that allows you to just change the code at runtime while playing. But same thing, since Unity is using burst, or ECS is using burst and a lot of source generator, I don't think that it will ever catch up to it or work properly. Yeah, we failed again for the exact same reason. So, okay, I give up. I will restart the computer and see you tomorrow for the Turbos game jam for the stream and to try to make something work. Hopefully by tomorrow I will have fixed that and fixed my assets. So all I will do is fix my asset network drive, import the asset inventory asset that allows you to, like I was explaining before, or didn't finish to explain before, the asset, it's this one actually, I can show it to you. No, not this window. Asset inventory to Unity asset store. I will put a link in the description. This one is an asset that allows you to index your full asset library, and it allows you to search for them, have preview of them, and most importantly, it allows you to import an asset with its dependency without having to import the full set package. So instead of, I don't know, getting 1200,000 texture stylized whatever, you just get the actual one that you need. So it reduces a lot your build size because you just get the data that you need. And actually it also allows you, so I did mine with Symlink, so to redirect or to mimic, make a link between the actual place where the assets are used or stored by Unity and where I'm storing them in my network drive. But this asset allows you also to define a custom location for your asset store assets. And you can also index, of course, stuff that you got from Humble Bundle or any any package, any assets, stuff like that. So it's a great tool. I will put a link in the description. Feel free to check it out. It's version 2, 35 euros for me. If you add the first version, I believe you can get it version 2 for free, because there was a first version. Set inventory. Yeah, it's no longer available. So yeah, if you add the first version, I think you should be able to get it for free, to upgrade for free to the second version. That was my case. I think it's an asset that's really worth it. So go check it out. I will use it during the live stream also, if I manage to fix my network drive. And yeah, I say you goodbye. See you tomorrow. And if you have time and want to learn about dots and ECS, you can check out my YouTube channel and Turbos and Code Monkeys, but mine first, of course. So I've put a free masterclass, fully free, where you can get from zero, so setting up the project like I've started doing here, to an actual full, in quote full, because there is not a lot of level, but a complete prototype, let's say, of a tower defense game. Let's remove the sound, but at the end you get an actual tower defense game with menu, levels, VFX, sound, not sound, but it's the same principle for sound, for animation, for VFX, and so on. And yeah, you can check that out if you're interested in learning unit dots and ECS. See you tomorrow, and have a good night, afternoon, day, morning, whatever time it is on your country. See you. Bye.